Clayton Meester shops on SocoGlam? Snail Mucin is trending again thanks to TikTok. Korean beauty has really reset expectations. Welcome back to The Essence of It All. I'm Charlotte Cho, and I'm going to be talking about Korean beauty and all of the trends that are coming out. I've been introducing Korean beauty to the US for 13 years. And I've seen these trends come and go, come back again. And so I'm just going to talk about the state of Korean beauty and why people care so much about it now. I feel like Gen Z is kind of like seeing Korean beauty with open eyes. And they're like, wow, what is this? They all have like unique ways of digesting this information and how it improves their skin. So for example, Snail Mucin is trending again thanks to TikTok. So people started talking about how great it is, and people were like, what is Snail Mucin? People that didn't know about Korean beauty, they started going wild for it, and it literally was one of the best-selling products, not only on TikTok Shop, but on Amazon. On SocoGlam, Snail Mucin started flying off the shelf. So it was cool to see that because I've been a huge fan of Snail Mucin, and it's just coming back again, but just being digested to a new audience. And that's what a lot of Korean beauty trends are like today. This is a mind-blowing statistic that I heard about. It's 60% of skincare sales on TikTok Shop are of Korean beauty. That's how much TikTok is driving the conversation now. And it's really incredible to see no-name brands that are not even popular in Korea, but are shooting their shot in the US, just explode because of their TikTok presence. One interesting trend that is reviving a bit is the milky toner trend. So we have quite a few milky toners on SocoGlam that we've been curating for years now, and they've been popular, but they're surging again. And it's not like milky toners are coming in vogue again because Korean beauty has something to do with it. It's actually a celebrity like Hailey Bieber and her line Rhode. She has a product called the Glazy Milk that has just exploded in popularity. And then she recently shared some tips about mixing your foundation with a little bit of a milky toner, like her product, and then that makes your skin very glowy and dewy. That has made all Korean milky toners kind of pop off. I think that's so interesting because I think even the fact that she had that glazing milk was possibly inspired by Korean beauty. Don't quote me on that, but there's so much influence of Korean beauty in the US market in terms of celebrities and what they put on their skin that I would not be surprised if Hailey Bieber was inspired by Korean beauty when she made that glazing milk. Makeup and skincare, they're really converging together, and how you see everything coming out of the color world is actually utilizing some of the skincare benefits, some of the skincare trends, and infusing it into their formulas and calling it kind of like a hybrid product, a color cosmetics product and a skincare product in one. Milky toners are interesting because they really are deeply hydrating. Like this Good Light Milky Toner, it is such a bestseller on SocoGlam, and I hear that it's popping off on the shelves of Ulta. I like it when the Korean brands are utilizing ingredients like rice to make their milky toners. It has that added layer of emollients to your skin, and it really helps trap the hydration. So like this Then I Met You Birch Milk Refining Toner, most of this milkiness comes from birch milk. It's a little more translucent than the ones that are derived from rice, but it has over 70% birch milk, and then it also has 1% acid. So this is a chemical exfoliant toner that's really going to help buff out any fine lines, and it's also going to help with your pores. Let's talk about a beauty trend that's just global right now, and that's lip products. Lip products are such a hot commodity, and it just keeps growing. Like Summer Fridays, Laneige, they have every Sephora kid and every teen at their fingertips. And it's spilling over to other brands as well. Other brands are reporting such high rates of sell-through for their lip products, and I think it's so interesting. Even Then I Met You, we have our Honeydew Lip Mask. It is a bestseller at Sephora out of our entire range. I think it has a lot to do with the fact that there are so many Gen Alpha that is obsessed with beauty, and it's the most probably like economical product that they could buy. And I'm seeing like the Gen Alphas running to Sephora and buying these $20 to $30 lip products. They're like 9 or 10 years old and they're with their moms, and it's kind of crazy to see this explosion of lip product like craze. In Korea, even like 10, 15 years ago when I used to live in Korea, their lip products were second to none. It's just simply the fact that Korean brands or cosmetic color brands in Korea just haven't had their moment yet in the US. But it's been there, and they've been innovating, and they've just been so strong at their lip game, and I feel like the US is just going to be shocked at what's going to be coming out of Korea. Because it's not just about skincare. It's been about the color from the very beginning. You just haven't even noticed it. So SoCoGlam has definitely been curating way more lip products and color products. Mucin Mansion is one of our curations on SoCoGlam, and it is so cutely designed. They're so hydrating. The colors are so flattering, and most importantly, they make your lips look super shiny and glossy for a very long time. Glowiest has these amazing lip oils. I think it rivals Laneige lip mask, to be honest. The scents are amazing. The color payoff is amazing. Lip oil mask from Glowiest is very similar to the Fenty lip mask packaging. So there's going to be a lot of stiff competition. As we go into Korean Beauty 2.0, right? This resurgence of Korean beauty. It's just so interesting to see how Korean beauty has really reset expectations for customers or consumers buying skincare. I mean, I'm seeing Leighton Meester, literally someone who can afford Augustina Spader, like, is choosing to buy Snail Mucin Energy Essence for $17 on SoCoGlam. And an essence, a treatment product for under $40. She's like huge fans of these products when she was interviewed by Vogue, which shocked us all because we're like, what? Leighton Meester shops on SoCoGlam? The whole team was going crazy. But it just shows you that luxury skincare is definitely experiencing a slowdown. But is it on its way out? Because when you're getting such quality formulas, you know, with Korean beauty leading the way with their innovations, and people are just seeing on a very mainstream level that you don't have to spend over $100 to get high quality skincare, then I think it's really changing and shaping the industry more than I ever imagined. Like, I already thought K-beauty made its mark, right? We have tons of products and categories that simply never existed before, exist and become huge categories like pimple patches, essences as a category, cushion compacts. Korean sunscreens are a category on its own. Like, we've seen Korean beauty really shape and change the skincare industry, but I'm just seeing that its impact is going to be far deeper and more wider than I ever imagined. One of the hottest topics for Korean beauty is definitely Korean sunscreen. Everyone is obsessed with the formula because it is so lightweight, very easy to put on your skin, great for all skin tones, doesn't smell like sunscreen, and it lasts all day, and it's so easy to reapply because the formula is so lightweight. And people got obsessed and they started comparing it to Western sunscreens. They just don't compare. And to put it simply, a lot of that has changed because it's so hard to get your hands on Korean sunscreens now in the US because the US government started to crack down on the fact that so many unapproved US filters were entering the US market. And SoCoGlam has been keeping tabs on this for a while now. If you notice SoCoGlam's curation, we have a very tightly curated selection of Korean sunscreens because we all make sure that it is US filter FDA approved because we import everything from Korea into the US. But a lot of Korean brands, they were kind of going through back channels to get their hands into US consumers, even though their formulas were not FDA approved. So that has all changed in this past, 6 months. As MOCR went into effect last summer, Korean brands stopped trying to take the risk because once they get caught, they either have to pay a hefty fine or they're unable to import any of their products. That left a very hairy, tricky situation, and everyone started freaking out. Literally, there are videos on TikTok about people hoarding and buying Korean sunscreens in bulk just in case they can't get their hands on their favorite sunscreens anymore. SoCoGlam is always adhered by the FDA regulations, so everything you see on SoCoGlam will remain there because everything is FDA approved. And Korean brands, they're quickly trying to catch up, trying to reformulate and adhere by US FDA regulations because they simply can't go through those back channels anymore. It's a lot harder and it puts their business at risk. I just think that in general, US formulations are getting better and better. I get pretty amazed and shocked when I try something and I'm like, is this US FDA approved? And they're like, yes. And I'm like, wow, things have changed. Things have been innovative now in this space. So I have hope, and just know that all of the sunscreens that we approve, we love the texture. We think it's great. It doesn't leave a white cast. They're all on SoCoGlam. It's a very tightly curated selection. People's attention on Korean skincare is now bleeding into every other category because they just have started to notice, whether it's from Singles Inferno, reality shows, or celebs, people are getting more interested in literally from head to toe, why is their hair so shiny and glassy? There's so many questions, and then there's products for those questions. And I think brands like Anillo has done a really great job at their scents. They're so sensorial, like Orencia. They have a very viral mochi cleanser, but they came out with this amazing scalp and body scrub. Huxley has a lot of these amazing body oils. It's just, you're just going to see more proliferation of these different categories that maybe Korean beauty was not known for. And there's going to be a lot of brands that are going to be touting their most innovative and their best. And so it's not just about skincare in Korean Beauty 2.0. It is definitely about these new categories from head to toe. What did you think of this video? Tell us in the comment section. I also want to know what topics you want to cover, because as you can see, we've covered a lot today, and we're happy to dive deep onto the topics that are of interest to you. Let us know what you think. All right, until next time, take care. Bye.